Hey guys, welcome back to playing the Elementalists, Chapter 17. It's finally time to face rape, but are you strong enough to survive? I can't believe we're already here. Like, I feel like we didn't really do much. Excuse me, I don't know. I just feel like we didn't really do much. I mean, most of the investigation on RAIFE and all that was locked behind Diamond, so that's probably why I feel like we didn't really do much investigating or like finding more about RAIFE or like figuring out how to like overcome him, because most of it was like behind Diamond, so all that. So but I'm like, oh my goodness. Here we go. Hey, Elementalists. Yeah. Coming at you now. Coming at you now. Chapter 17, The Dread. You're standing in a hall of mirrors with all your friends, having just watched Dean Jeff push Zeph through a portal. Zeph! You rush towards the mirror, Griffin and Shreya close on your heels. Ballas darts in front of you all, holding out his arms. Wait. We don't have time. We need to get Zeph back now. You try to shove past Alice, but he easily pushes you away. Just think for a moment. If you run in there, you're going to get killed. I don't care if I die. That's stupid to think. Then do you care if they do? Alice gestures out of your press. We need a plan or no one is getting out of this alive. Turn back towards your friends who are standing right behind you looking determined. I don't expect you all to come with me. So you expect us to let you and Alice go alone? You're going to need help to take down RAIFE. And we're happy to be the ones to provide it. You two are our friends, and so is Zeb. We're coming with you. Are you sure? Of course I want you all to come with, but RAIFE is only after me and Atlas. If you stay here, he'll have no reason to come after you. Of course we're sure. We aren't going to let you leave us behind, Desmond. If RAIFE's after you, then he's going to have to deal with all of us. I promise to make up for my mistakes by protecting you. I intend to honor that. Aww. Thanks, Beck. I'm glad to have you by my side, and everybody else. We're all here to help. So you're stuck with this whether you like it or not. Yay, friendship! You look around, your friend's face, determination sparkling in your eyes. Affection wells up in your throat. Thank you, all of you. You look back at Alice, who gives you a firm nod. Alright, everybody split up and get ready as quickly as you can. We don't want to rush in, but we can't afford to stall either. But what about Zeph? If it helps, I could try to branch if there's any trees nearby. I'll be able to see if he's okay. Just give me a moment. Darkness grows, death, destruction, terror. The word stands at the edge of a precipice. Her eyebrows crease, her whole body begins to tremble. Someone else is here. Who are you? Stay away from me. Her expression darkens further and a wicked scowl crosses her face. She doesn't look at all like herself. Maybe it's time you were taught what happens to spies. Esther shakes her head. The flowers in her hair are wilting. Her body trembles, swaying unsteadily. Get out my head! She jolts the classes, crumbling to the floor. You and Alice rush over to her. Esther, are you alright? You literally shake her shoulders, but there's no response. Esther! Her eyes open weakly and her body quakes with shivers. She takes in a slow, labored breath. There was some kind of dark presence in my mind. They were trying to hurt me. She shudders and you wrap her arm around her shoulders. She slowly gets you, her eyes sliding shut again before blinking slowly back open. Must have been RAIFE. She takes another slow breath, and when she speaks, her voice is barely a whisper. I didn't manage to see where they were, though. They were in the lab, the dean, and that evil-looking man. Zeph was tied up in the corner. As to what was the lab like, what were RAIFE and the dean? Was Zeph okay? What was the lab like? On one side, some kind of experimentation table. It was full of chemicals and potions. On the other, a massive platform of some kind. What do you think it's for? I don't know, but felt wrong. At least we know he's safe for now. Everyone get changed into more reasonable clothes and grab whatever supplies you need. Should we tell someone where we're going, like a professor? No, if Dean Jeff is working with RAIFE, we don't know who else was. Besides, they'll just try to stop us. You're right, we gotta do this on our own. You help Asta get to her feet, but her legs give out. She collapses against you, her whole body shaking. Asta, don't push yourself. Now I have to get ready. You're in no condition to fight right now. You should stay here. But I want to help. You help us more by staying here. If you come, you'll only be a burden. Asta's face falls her hunch. Her head lolls against your shoulder as another shoulder whacks her body. Alice gives you a look, then heads to the secluded corner of the room. Sorry, Asta. There must be more I could do. Maybe I could, or I... Her voice fades. She sways against you, her barely keep her eyes open. You've already done enough. Now I just want you to rest and recover. You can't help anyone if you don't take care of yourself first, okay? Help Asta over to a chair in the corner of the hall and mirrors, then head back towards Atlas. As you do, Becca approaches you. How you doing, Desmond? One last kiss, though? This wasn't how I wanted tonight to go. Now, it does seem like it all went wrong. Which is why I think you need a break. I know a quiet place we could disappear. Ooh. Becca Harrington suggested someone take a break. This is truly a day to remember. Becca takes your hand, brushing his thumb over the back of your knuckles. Yes, well, we can't have our son of two loose as optimism. Just let me know if you want to get away. He gives you a small smile before heading back over to your friends. You make your way to Alice on the other side of the room. You know, this might be your last chance to see your friends or tell them goodbye. You really think it will come to that? Also, I don't know, wherever Rafe has planned, there's a good chance some of us might not make it back. Have to make some better preparations, but you should go. Be together with them while you still can. Spend a final moment with your friends to cheer each other up before your confrontation with Rafe. Yo, I really want to spend time with Becca, but considering that High School Story Class Act Book 2 is coming out next Monday, I think, I want to save my diamonds for that, just in case any diamond options where AJ pops up, and I want to spend on that. Because throughout book 1, like, I think there might have been only 1 or 2 diamond scenes I had with AJ, so I didn't get to spend time with AJ at all, so I'm sorry, Becca, I would totally spend time with you, but I gotta send my diamonds for AJ. Anybody who does AJ, let me know how his diamond scene was, because I want to know. I need to stay focused right now. I can't think about final goodbyes. Suit yourself. I had to take Asta back to her room to rest. You take a final moment to yourself in your dorm. This is your last chance to change outfits before your fight with Rafe. I mean, I don't have that much. I'll just wear my down days. A few minutes later, your friends join you now dressed in their regular attire. Alright, we're all here, now what? We should discuss what we know about Ray. We need to figure out what his weaknesses is. We know he's a blender too, so he must have a high potential. He could create shadow monsters to give them orders. He's conceited and power hungry. He's after you and Alice specifically. And he'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. Which is why we need to stay on our guard. This is a guy who murders children. He won't hesitate to hurt or kill any of us. Desmond's right. If you slip up for a second, that's the end. I should warn you all, you never face anything like Rafe in your lives. He's cruel and destructive, and you'll be lucky if your magic even leaves so much as a scratch on him. Man, this is like the final boss, people. So what's our general strategy here? We do have some kind of strategy, right? We're rushing to kick his ass. I'm all for that, but we need a game plan. Rafe is after the two of us. Desmond and I could probably keep him distracted. Which will give you enough time to freeze up and prepare a surprise attack against Rafe. After that, we need to hit him with everything we got. If we can overwhelm him, we might stand a chance. I still feel like we don't have very much to go on, but we're out of time. Alice puts a hand on her shoulder. Rafe's magic is going to be strong. It wouldn't hurt to go in with some kind of advantage. I remember seeing a mace somewhere when I was sneaking around. Oh, that would be Desmond Prendergast's famed mace blasting. That will certainly even the odds against Ray. Where is it? On display in the dean's office. Let's go check it out then. We'll meet the rest of you in the Hall of Mirrors. You and Alice rush up to the dean's office to easily find the mace hanging on the wall, a place card beneath it. You hurry over and examine it. But why don't you give it a try? You take the mace off the wall and it hums with power in your hand, a vibrant blue glow surrounding it. Let's see how this works. Ooh, looks awesome. It's like wearing an MMO. You swing it at Dingia's bookcase and a massive shockwave comes shooting out the end. The wastelands to the show, sending various items flying across the room and shattering others. Oh, this thing is crazy powerful. What do you say, Desmond? Want to smack Rafe around with that? Take the mace and blaster to gain the advantage in the fight against Rafe. Nope. I don't know if I could control it. I don't want to end up hurting my friends. Fair enough. You and Alice meet up with your friends in the Hall of Mirrors and they look at you in confusion. Where's the mace? It's way too powerful. I didn't want to accidentally kill you. As you step into the mirror, your stomach turns over. You go sweat beading along the back of your neck. Alice glances at you, then push to the side. You alright? Just trying to come to terms with facing down an evil murderer who wants to kill me. What if he succeeds or he hurts our friends or... Don't think about that. Why don't you review all the spells you know? Then you'll be ready to use them once we get there. Not many, but I mean, it's not that bad. You learned the majority of the first year spells. Awesome. I guess I do know quite a bit of magic. Hopefully this will help me. And you have the rest of us to help you out with wherever you don't know. You and Alice return to the mirror and you take a deep breath. Alright, I guess it's time. Look at the spell! Now we just need to see where they went so I can reopen this mirror. You extend your magic to the world around you, feeling the Earth's magnetic pull, then you clasp Zeth's friendship bracelet in your hand and think of him. A sudden tug of sensation pulls you towards the mirror. Found them! Knowing the locator spell allowed you to find Zeth. Awesome. You place your hand against the mirror and the surface ripples. Take a final look around the rest of your friends who all meet your gaze with unwavering support. Let's go get Zeth. The final deep breath, you step forward into the mirror. This is it, people. No turning back. As your vision clears, you find yourself standing inside of a dimly lit lab. What's this, Hogwarts? This literally looks like the potion room in Hogwarts. Among the bottles of strangely colored chemicals, you see Zeth bound in chains in a clove between two towering bookshelves. Go ahead, so Alice and I will keep Ray busy. With Griffin leading the way, your friends sneak away, skirting your shoulders. You and Alice head for Rafe and danger. I want to see what this bastard looks like. The other side of the lab houses a massive platform with metal straps clearly designed to hold two people. As you approach, DGF whirls on Rafe, gesturing at you and Alice. There, I did your dirty work and brought you the twins. Now it's time for you to fill your end of the bargain. He's probably not going to do it. That's what all evil villains do. DGF, how could you do this? I always knew you were evil. How could you do this? I trusted you. I thought you were looking out for me and the rest of Pendergast. But you've been working for him this whole time. A look of sorrow crossed DGF's face. My hands were tied. I wish it had happened differently. Lies. Ray steps forward, her red eyes glinted wickedly. Hate to cut this reunion short, but... Ray steps up behind DGF and places a hand on her shoulder. Her entire body seizes up and she lets a blood-curdling shriek of pain. Ah! She crumples to the ground and lies there motionless. Ray steps over her body towards you. Is she... You killed her. Wasn't she your ally? He honestly didn't care. She served her purpose, and I had to ensure she wouldn't interrupt us. I knew you'd come for your friend, and now I have you. Just like that. As he speaks, the shadows around you turn and pulse. Monsters rising from the darkness corners of the lab. Oh, man. You glance at the back of the lab and see your friends just getting Zeth free from the chains. Haven't had a chance to get ready yet. I need to keep Ray talking. Rafe, what do you want with me and Alice? You'll pay for your crimes. Rafe laughs a dark, menacing sound. Is it going to be one of those, well, I'm about to kill you, so why not tell you my whole plan? Still haven't figured it out? But for the key to unlocking the greatest part the world has ever seen. And what happens if we don't help you? His lips curl into a smirk. I'm afraid you won't have a choice. Just what do you intend to do? I'm going to use the two of you to become attuned to all the elements. That's not possible. It's the true power of refractionary energy. By unlocking that power proved difficult. I knew I needed to, so I gathered as many as I could. I ran test after test. His face twisted with rage. Yeah, every pair of twins I used was a failure. They were weak and died before the experiment was complete. Wow. Finally, after all that trial and error, I realized I needed something more. Twins alone weren't enough. They needed to be special. And what makes you think we're those twins? You and your brother represent the sun and the moon, light and reflection, the two components of refraction. And I have nature on my side. The eclipse and I will supercharge my machine and drag the power from you. See your friends positioned behind Ray, then meet your gaze and give you a nod. You and Alex glance at each other as you get into a defensive stance. There's no way. We're letting that happen. Did you really think you could distract me with your chatter? Ray whips around to sneer at your friend. See, he's like 2 steps ahead. Crap. Ray shakes his head in amusement as he looks over your friends. It seems my pets will truly have a feast tonight. Ray raises his hands and does the shadow monsters turn towards you, eyes glowing with hate. Get them. The monsters push forward, driving you and your friends to the other side of the lab. The creatures coral you and your friends against Ray's experiment table, which is littered with potion bottles and skeletal figures. Griffith's shoulder pressed against yours as a chunk of rock juts up in front of him, slamming to one of the creatures. Stay away from my friends! A smaller creature turns to you with a snarl. Be a good monster, please. Its body filled with red light and it rushes right at you. Throw a potion at it? I don't know. You snatch a potion from Ray's table and hurl it at the creature. It shatters across the monster's face, leaving it dripping in a thick green liquid. Ooh! Potion sizzles as the monster hauls and pain and dissolves. Yes! Nice! I don't want to know what was in that bottle. You look around at your friends, each battling with the creatures overrunning the lab. Nearby, Shred throws fireball after fireball at a pack of small shadow monsters, taking them down with deadly accuracy. That's what happens when you play with fire. You get burned. Seth stands by her side, whipping a trender of wire across the monsters. Stay away! Stay away! Stay away! One of the hulking shadow monsters nearby watches each of them as though looking for a weak point. Its eyes land on you and it lets out a roar, getting ready to charge. Oh no, what are we gonna do? You recall your lessons from the past year as magic builds inside you. What spell am I gonna use? Okay, I'm glad that they didn't have a timer because I need to figure this out. I do not remember what any of these spells do. Like, I really do not remember what any of these spells did. I mean, I kind of want to use fire, but what if fire doesn't even work against it? I don't know, I'll use it. Take this. You summon a fireball in your hand and launch it at the monster. It sends it to its chest, the fire is crackling over the creature's body. Hell yeah, Desmond, turn up the heat. Seems like I couldn't take it, so you better stay out of the kitchen. Your friends start to pick out the monsters one by one, giving you a straight shot at RAIFE. Becca stands in the middle of the fray, sending a bookcase flying across the room into a line of creatures. Is that all you got? Alex scratches your shoulder and tells you in Ray's direction. Come on, Desmond, let's get him. The two of you rush forward only for a group of shadow monsters to swarm you. You end up back to back as the creatures encircle you, leaving you no exit. Let's take them all out at once, Desmond. I'll subdue them with moon magic. And I'll destroy them with sun magic. Ellis holds both his hands up and they begin to glow, then he suddenly swings them down. Sleep! The monster slowly drops to the ground, their eyes closed and the lights inside them going dark. Your turn. Close your eyes to warn that there is some magic building inside of you. Use my pre-science. I don't even remember what that was. Say goodbye to the bad guy. A bright light shoots out of your hand and onto one of the creatures. The light builds inside it until it bursts. You sweep the beam over the room, causing the rest of the monsters around you to disintegrate. Nice one. You know what they say. Teamwork makes the dream work. Alright. That's a terrible saying. Never say that again. Still a couple of monsters to go. Leave it to us. Your friends scatter around the room, taking out the rest of the monsters before regrouping around you. Honestly, we didn't do that bad. Your friends gather as Ray watches you from the other side of the room with a malicious grin. We need to hit him with everything we got. His healing will make that difficult, but if you don't give him time to recover, it might be enough. Then we just keep attacking. Once you worn him down, I got something big planned. Alex takes a step back, muttering to himself as his hands begin to glow. You and your friends rush out Ray from the other side of the room. Let's see what you could do. Ray raises his hands and the air begins to swirl, coming right for all of you. Shred's hand glowed and she redirects the twister, swirling away from Usa, while Griffin Beckett hunkered down behind race machines. That was nothing. Seeing it open, you glance over at Zell, who looks at you worriedly. So do you have a plan, or use chemicals against him, I guess? I'll give you a boost. Your magic weaves into Zest. He raised a fist. Heads up, this is gonna hurt. The potions come rushing out of the bottles, forming an orb that Zeph hurls at Rafe. The orb hits and combusts, turning into Rafe's face and slices his cheek open. Yes! Yeah! Bet that stings! There's a flash of magic and the cut on Rafe's cheek sealed shut. Dang it! You are beneath me. Rafe squeezes his hand at Zeph and a massive blast of wind shoots him into the air. He slams to the ceiling and then comes crashing back down. He lies on the ground unmoving. Zeph! Rafe, how dare you? Let's worry about him. Just keep channeling your spell. They rush for a shred, melting down Ray's instruments while Beckett channels the superheated metal into a ball. Griffin hurries to your side just as Ray's hands start to glow with fire. He's coming at us with something big. We need to keep him from hitting Shred and Becca so they can land their attack. Put a wall around? We gotta block his attack. You and Griffin channel your magic together and a massive wall rumbles out of the ground, blocking Ray from view. That should do it, hopefully. There's a flash of fire from behind the wall, but it holds against Ray's attack. Yes! It worked! There's a brief pause, and then a loud crack echoes around the room as half of the wall breaks off from the rest and flies over your head. Becca sends the molten ball of metal flying straight at Ray, and it burns across his clothing. How does that feel? Hope it hurts. Out my way. Ray raises his hand and a boulder rises up out of the ground. He hurls it at you and Griffin. Watch out! Desmond! Griffin shoves you out of the way and the boulder slams into him, sending him flying. He hits the ground with a sickly thud and doesn't get up. No, Griffin! Shred snarls beside your eyes blazing with fury. That's it, let's roast this guy, Desmond. Back and watch our backs. You got it. You and Shred charge at Rafe, who raises his hands in the air. Boulders fly at you, but you dodge between them. Then one comes storming right at your face, only to break apart in midair, missing you entirely. Not today. I was way too close. As the two of you near Ray, Shred looks over at you. Now. Make a dragon out of fire. Ooh. Like, that sounds dangerous. I want to light this ass on fire. I'm right there with you. You and Shred channel your magic together and as flame bursts from your hands, it forms to a master dragon, its whole body blazing. Burn him. You and Shred dragon flies through the lab and descends on Rafe. A column of flame shoots out of his mouth and burns Rafe, catching his clothes on fire. Yes, burn, baby, burn. There's more where that came from. Ray snaps his fingers and the flames on his clothes fizzle out. Then he growls and summons a master change of water from the ground and sends it at your dragon. Crashes to the creature and extinguishes it. Enough of this, we don't have all day. Let's sell the change of water and slams into Shred, curling around her. It tightens suddenly and slams her against the ground. Shred! The water releases Shred and she slumps against the water, no longer moving. You'll pay for that. The river water rockets towards you, but Becca freezes it solid before it reaches you. We're nearly out of options. It's now or never, Desmond. Take my magic! You combine your magic with Becca, who raised a hand to the ceiling. It says, now, Rafe. Change the sand from the hanger from the ceiling descend. One whips out on Grouse Rafe's arm, questioning a vice-like grip. Now, while he's stuck. Before he can react, Grave grabs the chain while his other hand and rips off his arm with a growl. Stop interfering! Ray raises a hand, the remains of the chains dangling from the roof, and they lash out at you and Becca. But before they hit, Becca curls his hand to a fist and the chains freeze in place. I won't let you hurt him. Chains twist and writhe in places. Becca and Ray war for control over them. Hold on, Beckett! You start to prepare a counterattack, but too late. The chain surge force slamming Beckett hard against the bookcase. Everybody's down for the count. Beckett, are you? Beckett struggles to his feet, briefly swaying. He collapses, his body landing on the flagstones with a crack. Hey, Rick, take this. Alice clasps his hands together and a massive shockwave travels through the room. Ray tries to raise his hand to block, but he's too slow. Shockwave slams into him, snapping his head to the side and his eyes roll back. Alice drops to his knees in exhaustion, grinning. Hurts, doesn't it? Ray stumbles forward, clutching his skull. The ground tremors as Ray snarls, nearly knocking you off your feet. You internet children! Ray advances on you, a cruel sneer on his face. It's over. You have no more friends to sacrifice. You're alone now. You glance around at the bodies of your friends strewn around the lab. Anger rises in you as your heartbeat roars in your ears. You glimpse Alice struggling to stand. Desmond! No, I'm not alone. You rush away, letting your fear drive you. Take a swing at him with your fist, but he merely flicks his fingers and flings you away with magic. Tumble to the ground a few feet away. Ow. Enough! Ray sends a series of spells at you, one right after another. The attacks blast you across the room. With a burst of effort, Alice gets to his feet and strides over, radiant in cold, deadly fury. Leave my brother alone! Alice gestures with glowing hands and Ray freezes in place, struggling against unseen bonds. I'll hold him in place, you attack. You open your bag and look down at the glistening marble that you got after shot nearly a year ago. I am so glad I didn't use this. This should help. Yeah, I'm seriously so glad I saved it all this time. You clutch the marble in your hand and the white smoke disappears, and Ray begins to float. That's exactly what I expected. Ray continues to drift through the air, rise higher and higher until he's nearly touching the ceiling. Were you planning? Mid-speech, the magic gets out, he plummets to the floor, crashing into it. I guess that works. Out of the marbles, you cast about for something to use. A snarl burst of magic energy shoots out of Rafe. Are you through? He throws his arms up in the glow face from Alice's. Rafe smiles weakly, reaching into the pocket of his robes. Well done, I'm almost impressed. He scatters more S's on the ground and with the sweep of his hand brings forward another wave of shadow monsters. Get him. I could just get on Alice. Takes 1 hour with the blast of light, but the sun magic is awesome. Soon they overwhelm him. Let go of me! Alice struggles in the grass as the creatures drag him towards the platform in the center of the room, dropping him down. Atlas! It's him you should be worried about. He takes a massive step towards you when suddenly Tim appears from the other. Tim! He stands protectively from you, Tim! Quick, Tim! Spit poison sludge. Go, Tim! I choose you! Tim's tongue shoots out and smacks into Ray's hand, but Ray merely raised the eyebrow. Is that supposed to do something? Wow. Crap. Ray looks down at Tim with a sneer and then kicks him. No! Tim goes flying across the room, crashes to the wall. Tim! Tim whispers and then disappears to the ether. Ray grips his teeth as he takes another step towards you, wincing from his injuries. You muster the rest of your strength to charge at him. Let's end this! Your whole body glows with power and you shoot off a beam of light in Ray's direction. Blast hits him square in the chest, blasting him across the room. Crash to the ground on a broken heap, wheezing for breath. You dealt major damage to Ray. Yes. Is it over? Ray looks up at you with a glare and suddenly a thick cloud of dark red fog springs up around him. No. The fog swirls around him and you catch a glimpse of his injuries healing. Hulking shadow monsters step out of the cloud, coming right at you. You raise your hands glowing with your sun powers. You slam your palm into the first shadow monster and explodes. You turn to shoot off beams to light the rest of them cutting through them. You barely got hurt during your fight with Brave? Yes. Keep on coming, Rafe. I could do this all day. But please no. Rafe sneers and raises his hand at you. Suddenly a heavy object slams into your back, sending you flying. It's time you learned your place. You land at Ray's feet and he twists his hand. As he does, your shoulder rips open. Ah! Blood bursts from the injury and pulls around you. Suddenly you're lifted into the air and placed on the platform. Ray approaches and straps you down, even as you struggle against him. Uncle, you sadistic prick! Alice thrusts in his bonds, but they hold tight. Ray passes his head and then steps away. That was a good time, child, but first you're going to give me the power I seek. Go to hell. Ray pulls a lever and the platform you're strapped to begins to rise in the air. A panel opens in the ceiling and through the raging storm the clouds part to reveal the blood red moon. Oh my goodness. No, this is not Avatar. This is not Avatar The Last Airbender, please. Wait, is that it? Yo. Wow, this was an amazing chapter. Like, I enjoyed it so much, and I'm surprised I was able to do good in this battle. I mean, normally I do good in battles, but still, I was nervous. So, anyways, I'll see you guys next for the next chapter of the Elementalists. I'll see you then. Bye bye.